Hello, this is Counsel Ken Clifton. I greet you in peace and with hope and optimism that you and your loved ones are safe and in the best of health. I thank you for allowing me this very rare opportunity to be in your living rooms, your kitchens, or wherever you may be to share with you some thoughts, some ideas of how we as a town, or perhaps more importantly, how we as a community can support each other, can support our fellow residents, and can support our small businesses during these unprecedented times. Firstly, I thank the federal government, the state, and our own local government for keeping us safe and healthy during COVID 19, the coronavirus pandemic, a crisis that has engulfed the entire world. As governments ask residents to remain at home, small businesses such as restaurants, retailers, bars, gyms, barbershops, hair salons, and others are forced to literally close and lay off employees, many of whom are our neighbors. Unfortunately, frantic business owners become desperate for help as they face their stark vulnerability without customers. Our problem, therefore, becomes multifaceted. Concerns about our own health and well being, residents experiencing financial hardships, businesses facing bankruptcies, if not closure, and governments struggling to generate revenue. It is thus incumbent on the different levels of government and the private sector to do whatever they can to support our fledgling businesses and our citizens crying out in distress. Our Randolph residents, we welcome the town's waiver of interest on water, sewer, and excise tax bills, while understanding the absolute necessity of the towns to generate revenue. It is hoped that more relief could be found for residents who are facing imminent financial devastation. One critical proposal is to work with the state to defer the payment on real estate taxes, which would provide immediate relief to homeowners. The adverse effects of the coronavirus are already rippling through our local business sector and will only worsen. I propose that the town petition the state to provide some real estate relief on property taxes to businesses as well. This relief, however, must pass down to business and other tenants. In addition to tax relief, I suggest deferring payments on other business related fees and costs. I strongly urge any other possible financial benefits to our residents and businesses be fully explored. The crisis warrants it, the time demands it. Recently, the federal government has passed a $2 trillion stimulus bill with a multiplicity of complex provisions, some to help citizens and others to assist small businesses. My research and my recent discussions with the U.S. Small Business Administration, the SBA, and the U.S. Haitian Chamber has already revealed the availability of $10,000 grants, not loans, grants and paycheck protection for businesses that apply. And this is just the beginning. There are billions of dollars available. Because of the urgency and the complicated nature of these enormous provisions, I recommend that the town designate a coronavirus czar one who would provide technical assistance and guidance to our citizens and our businesses to access these much needed programs during this time of crisis. This humanitarian crisis is rapidly turning into an economic crisis. Our residents should never be forced to choose between supporting their families on one hand and following proper safety and health protocols on the other. Our local efforts will never be able to match the scale of the gigantic federal relief packages. Cities and towns alone cannot blunt the impacts for residents and for businesses. But we do have that one advantage. We are close to the people. We can be vigorous first responders. It's time for action.